Good morning, all of you. I hope so. You all are fine over there. So, today we are back again with another video, and today we will be dealing with the chapter pronouns. Now, children, before I start this chapter pronouns, let me ask you a small question. See, I have written a paragraph on the board. I have written Ram is a boy. Okay, just see this paragraph. Ram is a boy. Ram is 10 years old. Ram lives in Green Park Colony. Is there anything odd which you people are finding in this passage? Is there anything odd? Can anybody tell me? Yes. The odd thing is that the word Ram is being repeated 3 times. Everywhere we are writing Ram, Ram, Ram. Okay. Ram is a boy. Ram is 10 years old. Ram lives in Green Park Colony. So it is sounding something odd, we can say. So what we have planned, what we are going to do, that first time only, if we are referring to any noun, then for the first time we will be using its name. But from the second time onwards, we are going to replace this word, that is this noun, with another word. Like what I have done over here. I have written Ram is a boy. The first time I was writing the sentence, fine. So I have covered Ram only. But from the second sentence, I have replaced Ram with a word he. What I have written? He is 10 years old, full stop. He lives in Green Park Colony, full stop. So you people can see I have used a word he over here. Now what basically this he is called? He is pronoun. Okay, he is pronoun. So what do you mean by a pronoun? A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. It is used to avoid the repetition of a noun. Just to avoid the repetition of a noun again and again. Okay, we make use of a word, and that particular word is given the name pronoun. So pronoun means the words which are used in place of a noun. And why we are using in place of a noun? Just to avoid the repetition of a noun. We don't want to repeat the same noun again and again. So we will be replacing that word with another word, and that another word will be called a pronoun. So many pronouns are there, like I, me, he, she, it, they, you, us, we, them. You people must have used in the common language also. Okay, so it is given the name pronoun, and with the help of the pronouns you people can see also the language becomes good. It doesn't look odd. Okay, every time we are not repeating the same word again and again, just because of the use of pronoun. Now let's come to the kinds of pronoun. So many kinds of pronouns are there. Let's deal them one by one. The first one, personal pronoun. Any guesses? What is a personal pronoun? Yes, the personal pronoun is that pronouns which are basically, they are those pronouns which are basically used for a person or a thing. Like here, for Ram, what I have used? He. I have used he for Ram. Ram is a person. Okay, so he will be called a personal pronoun. In the similar way, this time though we are talking about a masculine one. If we are talking about a female, so what we can use? We can use she. Okay, for myself, what I can use? I. Okay, I am a teacher, so I will be a personal pronoun. He again is a personal pronoun. She. Okay, if we are talking about the plural, more than two or more than two, then we can use they. Okay, so he, she, it, they. And obviously we are talking about the non-living thing, so we can use it also. So I, me, you, he, she, it, they all come in the category of personal pronoun. So personal pronoun are those pronouns which are basically used for the persons, or we can say animals or things also. Some examples are I, he, she, you, it, they. All come in the category of the personal pronoun. You people must be remembering that there are 3 persons. First person, second person, third person. Now what is the meaning of the 3 persons? First person is used for speaker. Like for myself, I can use I. Okay, I can use me. So I will be coming in the category of first person. Second person is the listener. For you people, which word I am using? You. your. So that will be coming for the speaker, first person, for the listener, second person, and for the third person means about which person, which animal, which place, which thing I am talking about. That is the third person. Like for example, we two are talking. I am the speaker, myself, for myself I am using I. For you, you are the listener. For you people, I am using you. And if we are talking about your parents, if we are talking about your teachers, so which pronoun we can use? We can use they. So they will be coming in the category of the third person. Okay, third person means which person, which animal, place or thing we are talking about. That is the third person. Now, come to the next category, that is the possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun means those pronouns again which will be showing the possession or the ownership or the belonging. Like if I say that, is this pencil yours? Yeah, is this pencil yours? So yours will be the word which is showing the possession. So yours will be a possessive pronoun. Fine. If I say that, is this pencil hers? Now for the female one, which pronoun I am using? Hers. So hers will be a possessive pronoun. Why? Because it is again showing the belonging or the ownership. So hers, mine, yours, his, theirs, they all come in the category of possessive pronouns. Generally you are finding one unique thing, that in the possessive pronouns, maximum pronouns are ending with S, right? They are ending with S. Okay, and they generally come in the last of the sentence only. Come to the third one, demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns means the pronouns with the help of which we are pointing out. Okay, like if I say this, that, these, those, these are the various demonstrative pronouns you people know. Okay, like if I say this is the house where she lives. So this is the house. Again, this is pointing out. So this will be a demonstrative pronoun. Now please don't get confused. If you remember, in the adjectives also I have taught you demonstrative adjectives. So you don't have to get confused with the demonstrative pronoun and the demonstrative adjective. If a noun is coming just adjacent to that word, just close by to that word, then that word will be an adjective. But if a noun is not coming very close by or just adjacent to the word, then that word will be a pronoun. Just let me give one example. If I say, this is the house where she lives. Okay, this is the house. Now, this will be the demonstrative pronoun over here. But if I say that this pencil is mine. Now, this pencil, you people can see the pencil word, which is a noun, is coming very close by to this. So here this will be a demonstrative adjective. It will not be a demonstrative pronoun. So what concept you people have to keep in mind? That if a word is coming just close by to a word, that is if a noun is coming just close by to that word, then that word will be a demonstrative adjective. Otherwise, that word will be a demonstrative pronoun. Like I said, the demonstrative adjectives are also this, that, these, those. In the similar way, the demonstrative pronouns are also this, that, these and those. Now after demonstrative pronoun, come to the next category, that is interrogative. Can anybody guess which are interrogative pronouns? The pronouns in which we are asking a question. Like simply so many are there: who, whom, whose, which, that. If I say who is asking the question. Now who is asking the question? Who is interrogative pronoun. Yes. Next one. If I say whose, if I say that, yes, as I said, that who is asking the question. So who will be an interrogative pronoun. So these pronouns are basically used for asking the questions. Next one, relative pronoun. Relative means which show the relation, which will be basically joining the two phrases. Like if I say the person whom I met is an artist. The person whom I met is an artist. So we are getting a word whom, and you can say this word is basically relating the two parts. Number one, meeting a person, and number two, that person is basically an artist. So those words which basically act as the joining part, yes, they act basically join the two parts of a sentence, they are giving a name relative pronouns. They can be again who, whom, whose, which and that. Now after relative pronoun, come to the next one, that is reciprocal pronoun. Now what do you mean by the reciprocal pronoun? Please remember, reciprocal pronouns are those pronouns which express a reciprocal relationship. What kind of relationship? Like if I say the two sisters love each other. Now the two sisters love each other, the sense what they are giving, the first sister is also loving the second sister and the second one is also loving the first one. Okay, so generally two reciprocal pronouns you need to remember, one another and each other. The two sisters love each other, you can say this, even you can say that we should help one another in times of need. So we should help one another. So one another is also a reciprocal pronoun. One another, each other, which are just showing the reciprocal relationship. Okay, they are the reciprocal pronouns. Next, distributive pronouns, the words which will be showing the distribution. Like if I say each, either, neither. If I say either of the road goes there. Either of the road goes there means this road is also going there and that road is also going there. Either from any road you can choose any one. So either means that any one can be chosen and neither means that neither. Neither means if I say neither of the children attended the party. Neither means nobody was there from that list who attended the party. Okay, either, neither, each, which are basically showing the distribution. Yes, so they will be given the name distributive pronouns. Next, indefinite. Indefinite, it's clear from the name, those pronouns which will not be pointing to a definite person. He or she can be anyone, anybody. Okay, if I say that anyone among you may attend the picnic or may attend the party. So anyone means I'm not pointing out a particular person. He can be anyone, she can be anyone. So anyone, someone, anything, all, etc. So if we are not talking about a definite person or definite thing, then we will be covering the indefinite pronoun. Yes. And the last, very simple, emphasizing or reflexive pronoun. What the condition is there, they will be ending in self. And with these pronouns, we are generally emphasizing or focusing on that person. Like if I say, I have done my work myself. Now, if I say, I have done my work myself. So through the word myself, I am just focusing that it is done by me only. She has done herself. Okay. He has done his work himself. So what the chart you need to remember, with I, we will be using myself. With he, we will be using himself. With she, we will be using herself. With they, we will be using themselves. Yes, with they, we will be using themselves. With you, we will be using yourself or yourselves. That depends. If we are talking about the singular, the yourself will come. And if we are talking about the plural, yourselves will come. Okay. And with we generally know that ourselves come. So the pronouns with which we stress, with which we emphasize that this thing has been done by that particular person only, they are given the name emphasizing or reflexive pronoun, and they always end with self. Okay. I hope so you people must be clear with all the kinds of the pronouns. So let's have a quick recap that what we people have studied. We have studied today that pronouns are the words which are used in place of a noun, and why they are used in place of a noun, just to avoid the repetition of the noun again and again. Okay. Then next thing, we also discussed about the so many kinds of pronouns: personal pronoun, possessive, demonstrative, interrogative, relative, reciprocal, distributive, indefinite, and emphasizing or reflexive. Remember, personal means he, she, it, they, all are personal, which are referred for a person or a thing. Possessive means which basically show the possession or ownership or belonging, like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. All are the possessive ones. Demonstratives, you need to remember 4: this, that, these and those. Interrogative, which we will be asking the questions like who, whom, whose, which, that. Okay. Then relative, they will be showing the relation. They will be actually joining the two phrases, or they will be joining the two parts of a sentence. Okay. Reciprocal, they will be showing a reciprocal relationship. Okay, like we must help one another. This way the reciprocal pronoun can be used. Distributive, which will be showing the distribution. Each, every, either, neither, all are the distributive pronouns. Indefinite, we will not be pointing to a definite person. We will not be pointing to a definite thing. He can be anyone. He can be someone. Okay, like if I say someone attended the party, so I'm not making sure that who was that. Someone can be someone. Someone, anyone, something. Okay, somebody, anything, all come in the category of indefinite pronouns. And the last, reflexive or emphasizing, in which self word is coming and they are used to lay the stress or the emphasis. And please remember the chart: I, myself; she, herself; he, himself; they, themselves; we, ourselves. Okay, you, yourself or yourselves. I hope so. You people must be clear with the pronouns and its kinds. Okay, just revise thoroughly. If any problem, you can ask me. And keep on revising, keep on learning English grammar very nicely. Okay, till then we'll be meeting again on the next turn with the next video. Till then, all of you, please take care of yourself. Goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.